Hey, welcome to another edition of Butte Forge. Today we're going to start forging out the tapers of this proprietary scroll. So this scroll is designed by my mentor named Gary Glowin. He's pretty much the creator of this. He's been making this scroll longer than he's been teaching me the trade of blacksmithing, which is over 20 years now. So this is something he created a long time ago. So when you see this out in the world, just know that artist blacksmith Gary Glowin invented this, okay? I carried on to honor his legacy. Anyway, it's kind of how we do this. It's a proprietary thing, and this is my jig on how I wrap them, okay? So generally we're going to start with a couple, I got to make 6 of these. I'm not going to do it all in one shot here, but these are made from 1/2 inch by 1.5 inch material, and the tooling that we're going to use as follows after I took all that apart is our standard boat ramp die. Okay, now I talked about this die in an earlier video. It's basically a leaf spring on the top, and I welded a little bit more of a flatter section right here so I have more of a flat to work on the top, just a little. And what this ramp design does is it allows you to forge tapers very quickly, very symmetrically, okay? And you use your flat dies and flat die for the top, and this just is a quick change lower bottom die. I've taken off all the stuff, all the saddles and all of that, and all that's all off. So it's just your raw setup, okay? And I've got some pieces going in the forge ready to go. So there we go. All right, we're gonna splice and edit and make this work, and hopefully we can get a video together to show a finished product here, all right? So as you can see, it starts to taper very, very, very quickly, okay? And what I'm going to do is keep working through these bars, and I'm going to get all 6 bars symmetrical to the taper I want. This one looks pretty close, a little thick right here. I'm going to take out some of this thickness, and then other than that, I'm pretty happy with the shape. I'll set this aside as my master and forge the rest all out to there. so the one that I like the best is the one that's got the M on it, and whether that's going to be my standard here. So as we work these out, I'll get the other ones to look just like this, and then after that I'll show you the next step. Okay, well, I got all 6 of them forged out. The one on the bottom there is still red, as you can see, but for the most part that little boat ramp die gets it done pretty quick. Probably the elapsed time that transpired was probably roughly about 20 minutes total time to forge out all 6 of these to get to this point. And obviously if I wasn't playing around with the camera, it'd probably go a little bit faster. Okay, so the next step after this is to start the inside portion of that. Okay, and so I'm going to start throwing 3 more into the forge, and then turn the camera back on, show you how to get that next part going. Okay, I've got a couple of bars that are just about hot enough to do the next step, but before I do the step, I want to show you what I'm going to do. So you take your taper. Part of what makes this scroll so elegant is the detail to the inside. It's not your common scroll where it's just turned on itself. So how this detail works is I make lefts and rights, and how it works is when it comes out of the forge, I'm going to take this tip, I'm going to wrap this around the horn of the anvil at a 45-degree angle, and I'll do half of them on one side to be a left, and I'll do the other half as a right. And this is what gets hard. Right-handed feet people, we're going to be able to do this all day long, really comfortable. This takes some practice to do it like this. Anyways, that's what's going to happen. So we're going to take the first one out here. Hopefully we're hot enough. Looks like we are. We're going to come across the side here like this. 45-degree angle. Take it, roll it up, roll it around. Take that, pick it up a little more. Up with something about like that. Let's try that again. Terrible. Your hammer marks get around, same thing. Let's see if this will fine enough. Take it around, get it sideways like that. Start bringing it over. This one's nice and hot, so it's cooperating quickly. Gotta be careful with that. Bring this down a little. Remember, as you're doing your scrolls, your right hand's your hitting hand, your left hand is your thinking hand. Knock out the flat spots here. Oh, that's good. That's a good start. I like that one the best, actually. All right. We're going to throw 3 more in. Do the first one. We'll do the other side. was close. A little too cold to hit. I think we got a good sample going here. Okay. So here's my 3 going to one way. Here's my 3 going the other way. Lefts and rights. That's the first step. Okay, so what this tool is right here, as you can see, piece of round stock welded on top of a piece of 1/2-inch plate that's got the relief in it. This allows you to tuck this down in there, work this like this, and try to clean up those shoulders. And that's the next thing I'm going to do. Throw these back in, get them warm, take a lighter weight hammer, a smaller version. I'm going to smooth this out a little bit before I do the first bend going the other way. Okay, this is the last one here. So this little jig here shrews this up quite a bit. You come around here, work this at your 45-degree angle, or inside, get the inside nice and gritty. Turn that around. I'm going to come against the anvil. All I'm doing here is taking out these little tiny flat spots that you make with the big hammer. Remember, a blacksmith circle is 365 flat spots all the way around. Kind of how we think about it. You just don't want them to see all your flat spots. Okay, so that's pretty good. So let me set this down, take the camera out of the holder, and go over the work at this stage. Okay. So we're still hot, got to be careful. These bars are hot all the way to the end, but this is basically what I'm after. I want to have some lefts and rights like this, okay? Where they're just off, canted over to the side like this, okay? Because that's the key to the center here. You see the center's canted over just a little bit? Yeah, you can see a little curl like that. What in effect is inside, it's a smaller circle on the inside, and it opens up and gets bigger. It's just a neat visual, okay? All right, so I've got these. The next step is going to be to go to the jig and drop it into the pin, pull the first part around. That's the next step. All right, so for this next step, tools I'm going to need a bender bar, maybe a couple different ones, okay? Something like that works to help work the scroll around. You're going to need some clamps that are sized, okay? And when the scroll comes out of the forge, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cool off the very center so that this eye here and all the work I've done doesn't open up. So we're going to grab one. We're going to quench the center. About like that should be enough. Take this scroll, which I've got sized for right here. As far as I want to go for the first heat because I've only got so much room in my forge, okay? That's the first first step right there. The rest will go the opposite way. As you can see, well, we're sort of getting there. I'm not holding it right. Let's do another one. Alright, so I'm going to take the scroll, twitch the inside here. So it doesn't open up, that's probably more than enough. Get it in my jig, clamp it down, pull it around. Again, I'm just going to hairpin it. There we go. So I'm starting to get my lefts and my rights right there. That's the first step. Throw these in, do it again. Half of these returns are going to be flat at the top of the landing, and half of them are going to go on the incline. So for the ones that are going to go on the incline, I'm going to wrap it all the way around. But for the ones that are just going to be flat, I'm just going to take it parallel to the back of my angle iron, because that's kind of the way I welded it on there, so when it comes along, that's the return. So on post, basically going to go in like that, and that's what we're going to have. That's going to be the look. Anyway, that's how I make these. Keep going through the steps and finish them all out. Once those are done, they get attached to the handrail. Thanks for tuning into Butte Forge. I hope you guys enjoyed the process of how I make these. Forge safe. If you like what you saw, press like. If you liked what you saw, share it with other blacksmiths, because everybody wants to learn how to do these types of things. Thanks for tuning in. Again, thanks to all the new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. And until next time, see you at Butte Forge. Have a good weekend.